It's week 9 of the National Football League.
Coming up, we'll see Kenny Pickett.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback, CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. First carry now for Gus Edwards.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Edwards now on 1st and 10.
Nifty move.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
10 more there and another 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
He's going to keep this again.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Steps away to his left. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And some room to roam now.
Still going.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Williams. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Ford diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they'd have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Herbert. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
The Browns sit 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Herbert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Again, that's Hurst.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
The Browns set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Back to throw, Pickett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Off play action, Pickett.
Here's a diving catch right side. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. I know we're just in the 2nd quarter, and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Pickett.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Pickett back to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Herbert off of play action.
And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Again, Herbert. Short throw to Disley.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Herbert now. A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the option right, Herbert.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Operating from the gun.
Herbert.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's got Njoku over the middle. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Herbert. Shark's got it, left side. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's once again complete to Chark. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That one complete. He finds Shark. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And that one has gone to the half with a score 21-6.
Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes.
From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Colts as that one's gone to halftime. The rookie first-round pick, J.J. McCarthy, with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Pickett. Here's a screen with Gainwell.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Option right, Pickett going to run with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back to throw, Pickett.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Pickett.
He's got it to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett.
And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pickett back to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Pickett now from the gun here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
Woods the receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15 even after that strong run we witnessed. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
In motion goes the tight end.
Williams going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the gun, here's Pickett.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Robert Woods with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Browns have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On the jet sweep, it's McConkey. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Sharks got it left side. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Browns offense had Kenny Pickett headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Edwards. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Herbert now.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Right back to Njoku.
His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another 1st down.
This is Ford.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
To the sideline and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, it's Ford. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Pickett will look to throw it here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
They run with Ford. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Again, they turn to Ford. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Herbert. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Herbert. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. Down to about the 45. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Herbert off of play action. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. Operating from the gun.
Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Edwards. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
A give for Edwards running right. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down.
Now a handoff. Edwards.
Yeah, this defense rallies and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Browns down 27-24, a minute 8 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Now Pickett gets this to Moore.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.